Welcome back to my channel, Candy's Recovery Journey, where we talk about recovery from addiction, and I open up the doors to my life and let you come on in.
Heart and half a point, Cynic with a smiley face, Ray Ray with a slice of mushroom sausage pizza, which is ridiculous. Who likes mushrooms on their pizza?
I am trying my darndest here to
yes, half points do matter. Jason has 0. Aww.
Get my camera and stuff working with the laptop, but not having very much luck.
I know, Max. Well, I'm trying to get there. All right, we're going to do a few questions.
We're doing it via Streamlabs on the phone again tonight.
Here we go. Let's see. All right, it's going to be another guessing one.
And I'm just going to wait a few minutes and try to figure this out. Y'all can watch me, and when you pop in, just let me know you're here.
Animal to sleep in a bathtub. Not a cat, not a dog, not a lion, not a llama, not a goat, not a dog, not a donkey. Ray Ray. Ray Ray got it. The answer was donkey. Good job, Ray Ray. Yeah, so apparently it had to do with something like there was a flood and the rancher's donkey was sleeping in the house and he started sleeping in the tub and then he wouldn't not sleep in the tub, so they thought they had to pass a law. But yeah, good job, Ray Ray. That's so funny that you knew that. Like, out of all the things to know, Ray Ray knows that donkeys cannot sleep in bathtubs in Arizona. Whew! You scared the heck out of me. Winter just came in my room and scared the heck out of me. Say hello. Hello. Don't lean back against the scoreboard. It's very busy. I wasn't even close. Okay. Say hello. Hello. All right. Now run away. Okay.
My goodness, my goodness, my goodness, this is more difficult than I thought.
Hello. They're saying hi. They're all saying hi. Don't worry. Of course they're saying hi. All right. Here we go. Next question. Here we go. This one should be fairly easy, so get ready. You have a random donkey that shows up in your yard. Do donkeys live in the wild? That probably sounds stupid, but must have a small ass. Ha ha ha. All right, here we go. In Michigan, you cannot sell your car on this day of the week. In Michigan, you cannot sell your car on this day of the week. I didn't know that. Sunday,
that is not
Danny.
the button I wanted to push. Sunday. Hi, who's here, folks?
Oh, bipolar corner was right behind you, Danny. You got it first. The bipolar corner was right there. Yes, Sunday.
I just don't understand why this won't work for me. I just don't get it.
Oh, you want to hear something funny? So I really peed, really pissed off.
I just don't understand.
I took my kids to today. They had one of those massage chairs, right? So I paid for 15 minutes of the thing, right? But we were at the place for an hour. Well, once you pay, once it's over, it beeps at you if you sit in the chair because they don't want you sitting in the chair if you're not paying for the chair. But there was nobody else there. There was plenty of other open massage chair. You have bipolar on yours? Mad Max, can everybody else check who they had first, who said Sunday first? And yeah, so this one woman, they kept talking she's sitting in the chair. The beeping is driving me nuts. And then I'm thinking, so get off the couch. I will gladly sit there where your butt is sitting, but otherwise I'm going to sit right
here.
Your neighbors have a donkey? All right, Eloise and Bipolar say that Danny was first. You thought you were first.
I am slowly figuring this out.
Hold on. Time out. We're going to go up. I have... Ray Ray says there are wild donkeys out west. And then Danny says Sunday. Then Danny says Monday. Then Bipolar
Hi, Lorene. I can at least see who's up here now.
And then Jason saying Sunday. So...
Oh, look, now I can see me. I can see me on my laptop. For some reason, it's not going as smoothly through my laptop. I don't know why, because it looks pretty good on my end.
There was nobody at this place. They were just mad because the chair
I'm doing pretty good, Lorene. That's why I decided to do a Sunday evening check-in and see how everybody else is doing too. It's kind of been a rough week, a transition week. You know, we're trying to get my daughter ready to start a new high school next week and dealing with her moving over here with me and, you know, just one thing after another. And
the chair is protesting my butt being on it if I'm not paying for it.
She's your typical 16-year-old girl, you know. She's combative and thinks she's right, and everybody's wrong, and thinks if you try to tell her something, you're calling her stupid, which is not true, but that's where it's at.
That's cool to know that they're there.
I've had a pretty good week. I'm live streaming. And of course she wants to come in even though you tell her you're live streaming.
I need an extension cord or a very long phone charger.
So like it goes to massage your neck, but my neck is
For
like
what?
My phone.
I don't have a very long charger.
I'm like, well that's not so
Do you have an extension cord?
If you come in, there's that orange one or that white one. Needs an extension cord.
Alright, let's find another.
I don't mean that rudely, I just want to get out of his way.
Okay. Let's cut off with the losing. Alright.
Hello.
This is Danica, y'all.
Hi.
To get a massage, so.
Are we live right now?
We are live,
We'll just do a whole bunch
Like
of
on a
questions back
camera?
to back.
like on two.
Questions back to back,
To
right?
how many
So get
people?
ready. Here we go.
Just one so far. Say good night, Danny.
Etiquette.
Good
This
night.
former kid
Bye.
Go.
to bounce before they will officially call it this. In Connecticut,
You
this
gotta
former
love her. You
kid
gotta love her.
used to be able
She's
to
got a
bounce
wicked sense of humor.
Before they will officially call it this. A kosher pill.
So,
Grandma
how has your week been going,
Not a
Lorene?
kosher deal. I'm looking just for a pickle. I'm giving it to Grim. Grim said pickle. I'm giving it to Grim. Yes. Apparently, it can only be called a pickle when
And
it bounces.
what you hear in the background is me listening to According to Jaxie. She can be found right here on YouTube.
Does that mean anybody who eats a
She
pickle
does
can
a
bounce on
very,
the floor?
very good game of trivia on Wednesday nights at 9 Eastern Standard Time.
I have
So,
Danny saying kosher pill, then Grim saying pickle.
y'all should go over there and check her out. We do have a blast. You do watch me get discouraged because my answers don't flow in as quickly as I feel they should. But sportsmanship, I'm learning how to do it.
Anybody else have anybody else? Okay, so we all see Grim. I just want to check because sometimes it's not right. Don't be mad, Candy. Don't be mad.
See, you'll hear there, don't be mad, Candy, don't be mad. But
In Maryland,
I was
these
getting a
types
little
of
frustrated
shirts are
last
banned
week.
in public. In Maryland, these types of shirts
Yes, I
are
smoke.
banned in public.
I have decided that since I have told you guys that I smoke,
Not t-shirts, tank tops. Danny, you got it. Yes, sleeveless shirts.
if I
and
need to
tank tops.
smoke while I'm doing a live
Yeah,
stream,
apparently-
I'm going
and I
to.
don't know why Danny's all in
Not
this
a great
in
habit,
a tizzy
but at least I'm not
because she's got 5 points.
getting
Yeah,
hot.
apparently sleeveless and
Um,
I am giving a
oh,
half
my
point to
stomach has
bipolar quantity
really
because
been
it
hurting
was
today, like
sleeveless, which is
bad.
actually what I was looking
I don't
for.
know what else it could be. I have no appendix or
But
gallbladder.
sleeveless and a tank top are kind of the same thing. So bipolar reporter's getting a half a point for saying sleeveless first. But yeah. Isn't that crazy? Can you imagine? God, this is like the biggest, craziest
So,
thing.
I am planning on coming on to do a live stream tomorrow night. I already have a topic. I'm just working out the last of the articles and stuff that I want to research. It's going to be another live stream on gaslighting. Hi, Nicole. How are you? So, yeah, we're going to go more in depth on this one. It's going to be a live interaction instead of me just uploading a video because I want to get your guys' input on this topic too.
It's really like a
You know, gaslighting is something that is very, very common, unfortunately, in recovery, and it's really very sad. It's,
I wear them. I like them, especially for the gym. All right, let's get a couple more.
I don't even know a nice way to say it except
here we
for
go. Ready? You broke a law at a wedding.
it's a
All right.
very, very, very
You cannot have a surprise this
bad form of mental abuse.
You cannot have a
Like,
surprise
one of
this
the highest
delivered
forms
to
of
somebody
mental
else's
abuse
house.
that you will ever be subjected to.
Pizza,
But
ribs,
we're not going to
yes,
get into that
good job,
tonight.
pizza.
That's
Yeah,
for
you
tomorrow.
can't have a surprise pizza delivered to someone else's house. Ham. Hannah, do you know any stripper? Hey, it was
And I have
pizza,
all
but I
kinds
love
of
your-
good
I love
facts
your
and good resources for you.
Ham, do people deliver
And
hams?
we're going to jump into that in depth tomorrow night. I plan on doing that at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which would be 7 for you guys in the Central Time Zone, and 5 p.m. for my friends on the West Coast.
Why did I say telegram?
Nicole, were you able to
Schwann's delivers ham.
get a hold of Michelle yet? And is that still going to happen tonight?
And I don't know if you guys have ever been to New Jersey or New York, but if you haven't,
I can't wait to hear her story.
because it's so good.
You're charging your phone and listening to me.
I thought it's funny.
That's
too.
good.
I love
I'm
it.
glad somebody does. I can't get my kid to.
I like the stripper.
Ha 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 ha.
All right.
I remember being her age once.
Really quick.
She reminds me of somebody I once knew a long time ago.
Maybe 3 questions.
She's just a little more brave than I was as far as that mouth of hers goes. But I think kids today are a lot braver with their mouth than we were when we were kids. You're waiting for her butt right now. Have you at least talked to her? Is she awake yet?
Yes, New York pizza is the best. That is facts. Nati beat Rose before Rose.
I did sort of figure out how to watch myself do the live stream while I'm doing it from my phone. I don't know what's going on that I can't connect my phone to the laptop so that I can use the camera off that. So it looks like I still need to buy a USB webcam. And in order to do that, I need the money to do that. Oh, and I forgot to link in the description my PayPal. Oh, jeez. Okay, what I'm going to do is I think I'll type that in now. That way, if anybody wants to donate to my channel to help me get a webcam, we can do that.
You guys make me laugh so much.
You'll see me typing.
Chickens. Yeah, you can't dye your chickens. Don't dye your chickens. Dan, you better watch out. Grim's got 4 points, you've got 5. Hold on, I gotta pull my nose. Don't beat your chicken. There you go. Yeah, well, the picture showed like a bunch of little chicks died. They looked really cute. I imagine it's not real and it's Photoshop, but still. How dare you? Yeah, we are weird. Try one. So much you can do to your nuggets. Well, I don't know if anybody actually dies them. At least you know it's illegal to dye them. Alright. We're only going to have time for one more question. Unless Grim gets it right. In which case we're going to have a tiebreaker. Okay?
Okay, I believe that is the correct PayPal link. I will double check it and put it into my description box. I do think it's on my channel somewhere. I don't know how to find that though, but I will. So, if anybody wants to donate to my channel and help me get a webcam, maybe we can get this rolling a little more smoothly than we do.
Has 1 point. RBF has a heart and half a point. Civic has a smiley face. Ray Ray has a point. And a mushroom sausage slice of pizza. Trial has a point. Supernova has a point. Bonnie has a point. Candy has a point. Max has a half a point. Jason has a smiley face. And Bipolar Corner has a half a point. So, there we go. So now, we're
What time do you think that might happen, Nicole? Because I know you have Nate to get ready for school tomorrow.
Alright, hold on.
And I know you put him to bed
I wanna
in
see what
about an
what
hour.
my last question is
So
gonna be, and then what my tiebreaker is gonna be.
none of us want to interfere on that. You know, Nate comes first above
That's gonna
all
be
of
my
us.
tiebreaker
And
if we have to use it. Alright, ready,
if you
guys?
aren't able to connect with her, I'm sure
Last
none of us are
question.
going to hold it
And
against
less
you
room
because we
guessing,
know
and then we'll do
you
a
try
tiebreaker
your
between Candy and
damnedest to keep your word.
So,
And sometimes
the
things just
question
fall
is,
through.
if you live in Nebraska, you cannot get married if you have this or one of these. If you live in Nebraska,
How was your day
you
with
get
your
married if
parents?
you have one of
What did
these.
you guys do?
Candy, I'm so sorry. I hope you'll still play and come back. I'm sorry. Not child, not what. STD. Bonnie got it. Bonnie got it with an STD. Way to go, Bonnie. So you guys, you know what? That first of all, before I do our woohoo Danny one, can we all please send Candy hearts? I don't want her to feel disappointed and not come back. I love having you guys here playing, and I never want anybody to feel
Are you still with me, Nicole?
like they, like that they were cheated out of points or anything. Can we please send Candy hearts? Tell her we love her and that she needs to come back and play again. But you guys are great. Bonnie fucking it up. Oh, all right. So hold on. We're gonna mark Danny as the winner, and then we are going to write. God, I'm gonna need a bigger scoreboard soon.
Wow, it looks like there's about a 15-second delay between me doing this and it loading up to, or it filtering into my laptop anyways.
All right. Good night, Candy. I really hope you come back. I'm sorry.
Hi, Sandra. How are you tonight?
Our winner.
We're just doing a check-in.
Danny. And there you go, Danny. You want
How's your week been? What have you been doing for fun?
Hold on, I circled your name in the actual one. Let's back it up.
Or what have you been doing to maintain or embark on your recovery journey?
Yeah, I'm so sorry that Candy feels that way. Look, Trial gets that way too. Trial's my boyfriend, and he gets super frustrated when he feels like he's gotten the questions and they're just not coming up, like that he's on a delay. So I totally understand. I want you guys to know that no matter what, I am so grateful that you guys are here. Thank you again for coming and playing. Yeah, you want to know that? All right. Even though we didn't get to do it, Danny wants me to ask the tiebreaker question, just to see if anybody knows it. So, all right, we'll do it. So the tiebreaker in Oregon.
Yep, my Sunday night's gonna comprise of doing this with you guys. Then I'm.
Ironic for all the death there.
Hi, Cindy. You know, I just subscribed to your YouTube channel today, and I see that you don't have anything up there.
Silly, because there's kind of a lot of death there.
That's good. I hope you do feel better, Sandra. I hope the mood stabilizers kick in and you feel better. I'm glad you're at least looking to take care of your mental health. That is very, very important. And I was just talking to the other girls about, I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow night at 8 o'clock my time, that's East Coast, which is 7 o'clock Central Time, that's Nicole's time zone. And then that would be 5 o'clock, and I'm sorry, I've got wicked hiccups and stuff tonight. So that would be 5 o'clock on the West Coast. I don't know if that includes Hawaii or not, but I think so. I might be wrong. I don't really know. But
it makes me happy too. 20 people playing. I love it.
I think maybe I need to get my daughter on mood stabilizers because she's having a lot of anger issues lately, and you know, I understand she's gone through a lot living with my mother for the last 14 and a half years, and she just associates anything you tell her with how she was treated there. It's like she's having trouble deciphering living with them versus living with me, and she's still very angry, and I understand she's got legitimate reasons to be angry, because they're toying with her money. They won't give her any of her money. And she needs to desperately get school clothes and school supplies. She starts school Thursday.
Story behind that
And
ball on top of your beanie.
I just don't
What's the real
have
purpose of that
any
tiny
money
pocket
to
in
be
your
able
jeans?
to do it
Find
all.
out in things you didn't know the
And
purpose of.
I feel like a terrible mother for that. I really, really do.
Number 15.
You know, I'm doing all I can, but it just, at the end of the day, does not seem like enough to me. It just doesn't.
You may have made up plenty
You
of
know,
custom
I've made
pieces
sure
that
she has her
straight tiny pocket on
makeup,
your
she
jeans.
has
Whether
a
it be
couple of
storing
nice
hard
things
candies,
to wear.
protecting secret notes,
I got
or
her,
just holding your
you
loose
know,
chain.
a backpack
But you might not know
from...
what it was originally designed for. Jeans were
Yes, I
originally
am
designed
gonna
in the
have
19th century.
a psychiatrist
As a more durable
evaluator. I've
for
got to
the runners that
call
flocked to California.
her old
In search of
psychiatrist tomorrow
gold. One of the
morning,
most
and
common
we're
and important
actually
gadgets of the time was the
making
pocket watch.
a
And this pocket was made
referral
to snugly
to
hold
a
the
child
sometimes expensive
psychiatrist.
timekepers. As for those bizarre
And, you
often
know,
dimpled
Cindy,
rings
I'm
that
glad
adorn your
you
jeans, well, these
can
weren't
see that I
innovations that
am
allowed jeans to
doing
further
my
battle the
best,
harsh
you know,
elements of the American
because
frontier.
honestly, I
Each one of
am
those
doing
rings
my
is
level
strategically
best. I
placed
am
in a part
doing
of the jeans
everything
where
and
the seams were
anything I
prone to tear.
can.
Number
You know,
14.
Pen cap.
I've had to
You
ask
definitely noticed
friends
the tiny hole on top of a cap and may have used it to try and make a
to
whistle,
borrow
or
money so
pretended
that
it
I
was a
can
tiny
get her
spy
stuff
plug.
for school.
Most
And
people
that's
believe
just not
this hole has
right.
something to do with
That's
preventing a
not
pen from
right.
drying
She
out. But
has
this
a
is not the
check that
case.
she gets
The
every
hole in the
month.
pen cap actually serves
And
as a safety
she
feature. In the event that a small
isn't
child
living
swallows
with
it,
my mother.
the hole
Therefore,
allows
my
air
mother
to pass
shouldn't
through
have
it
the right to
and
spend
reduces the
that
risk
money,
of
but they
suffocation.
have.
Number 13.
Measuring tape
You know?
tools. The modern
And I
measuring
understand
tape
why
is a
she's
handy
mad
invention
about it. I
that
would
most
be
construction
too if it
workers
were
and
my check.
contractors can't
Hell,
do
it's
without.
not my check
But
and
even some
I'm
of the
mad
most
about it.
skilled workers might not know it has two incredible
You
yet
know, she
simple
spent
features.
$150 on
First,
some
this
clothes
serrated
at the
edge is
beginning of the
mounted on
month,
tape. This
or when
was
she got her
purposely
check.
designed so that if you desire
So that
to
meant
put a
she
minor
should
scratch
roughly
or
have
irritation into the
around
surface you are measuring, in order to
$250
keep your mark
left.
to make further measurements or designs
And
on.
she called to
The other
ask for
feature
some
is
of her
right
money
next to
the
the
other
serrated
day
edge.
and was
You may
told
have
that
noticed
there
the small hole that is
might,
commonly located in the
possibly,
tip. So what's
might,
the purpose of this?
possibly
Well,
be
this is so that if you're measuring
$25.
something from a point where a nail is
And,
screwed, you can hook the tape onto the nail
you
and
know,
hold the tape
and
in place.
I was actually diagnosed as
You probably have spied
a
a
psychotic
tiny
personality
grains of
at
marker outside the edge of the
18,
point,
I think it was
but not
18,
up close
17,
where it actually had no
18.
purpose. But these tiny ridges
But
once
I think if
served
I
an
went and
important
got
function.
evaluated
And
now,
notice
I
that the
don't
magician
think
with
that
better
would
grip
be the
during
case.
photographs. Up until recently,
I just,
historically
back
speaking,
then, I was going through a
cost of the
lot. I
nails
was
in the
going
coin
through
reflected the coin's
severe
value. So
physical,
many people took to
mental
shaving the edges off
abuse,
coins and then
and
used the rest of the coin to purchase items
I think the
as if the
anger
coin still
from
had
that
their full value. They would then
just,
save up their shavings
I think
and
that
melt them
made a
together
lot
to
of
create new
difference
coins,
in
or just
the
sell the chunks.
diagnosis.
In order to combat this, coin minters started putting these ridges on their coins so that retailers could tell whether the coins had been shaved. This practice, though not necessary today, is carried on for the sake of tradition and aesthetic. So why don't nickels have them? Because no one cares about nickels.
Number 11.
Hi, Big
Andy
Easy.
Hole. The modern soda can is an
You
engineering
just
marvel,
came in at the
but
end
you've
of
probably
my,
never noticed one of
I
its
won't
coolest
call it a
features,
rant, I will
the
call it
hole
a
in the tab. You may have thought it
fact-telling
only
session,
served the purpose
because
of adding grip,
I
but there's a
have
hidden
no
feature
reason
that
to
should keep
lie
the
about
soda
anything that I
The
have
hole is
said,
actually
and
designed
if
so
any
that
of
if you turn the
those
tab
people
around, you can place a straw in
see
it
this
that will
video,
hold it into
I
place while you
no
sip your
longer
sweet
care
drink.
that they do, and I no longer
Number
care
10.
about
Extra fabric.
me
Chances
bringing
are
their
you've bought some new clothes at
shadiness
some point.
to the light.
Notice that they came with a
I no
little
longer
plastic
care.
Ziploc bag that had a couple of extra buttons and
You
a
know,
slot to
they've
put clothes
done
material.
me
You know
and
that
my
the
daughter
buttons are
dirty
extras
for
in case you
so
pop one
long
for
that
Thanksgiving
I
dinner.
just
But what's the
no
purpose of
longer
the piece
care
of
about
fabric?
shedding the light.
It is a common misconception that this swatch is
I'm
actually
good.
material. In case you get a hole
I've
in
had a
your
little bit
clothes,
of
you
difficulty
patch
this
it up.
week, you know,
In
with
actuality,
getting my
the
daughter
seam at least
acclimated to
fly,
being back
so you
with
can test your
me, and
detergent or various clothes washing methods
getting her ready to
before
start a new
risking ruining a nice
school,
cardigan
and
you just paid top dollar for.
Number 9.
Cart loops.
yeah,
If you do your own grocery
with the
shopping,
Suboxone
the odds are
program
that
I'm in,
you'll
I'm
have
not
grocery
allowed
bag
to smoke
who, no
weed.
matter
I
how
actually
delicate
signed a
you usually
contract
leave
saying I
groceries in your
wouldn't,
cart,
and
just
that's
bag
fine
swap
for me
across the
because I
mail
didn't
without
really
a
smoke
care
a
for
lot
crushing
anyways
or burning eggs
before,
in the
but
soup. Not saying
the
you should
only
get this
thing
wrong
that
and tell
I
the bag man
take
to do their job. But maybe
is
next time
just
you can
my
learn this how to
Suboxone,
use
and
this
that's
grocery cart feature that even
seemed
most
to
grocery
keep me
stores seem to
stable.
have forgotten. You may have noticed that on the back of the child's seat in the shopping cart, there are small small metal loops that jut out. These aren't designed as some weak torture device for children. No, they have an ingenious purpose.
But
you see, these hooks
that's
are
where I'm
so
at
when
on
you are
that.
placing
If
your bag of groceries back into your cart,
they should see this video. I don't care if they get mad at me. I mean, they can't do anything because I'm not lying, and they know I'm not lying. They're using my daughter's money on things for that house when they damn well know they shouldn't be, but they don't care. I care, and I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that they don't keep taking advantage of her and that we don't have to struggle like this. Yeah, I'm allergic to Neurontin, actually.
They can also be used as portable blankets. The half belt on the back was used to keep this extra material buttoned up neat and tidy, so troops wouldn't trip on it while it was being used as a jacket.
Number 7.
Gas gauge arrow. You are guaranteed
I'm
to be
actually
embarrassed
ready,
if
if
you
need
mark the
be,
wrong side of the
to
gas
step
line.
back
Once
into
you
a
know this next
courtroom
one.
with
You see,
every
automobile
one of
manufacturers
my
already came up with the idea
drug
to prevent
tests
this from
showing
happening
that I
years
am
ago.
clean,
Next time you look at
and
your
that
fuel gauge on
even
the
though
dashboard,
I
see if you can spot a little arrow
am
next to
living
the
at
bottom
home,
icon.
I am able to
Whichever
take
way
on the
this arrow
challenge
points
of
is the side of
being
the cap for your gas tank
my
is
daughter's
on.
mother again.
Pretty clever, right? Because
You know,
it's so
I have
rarely noticed, some car
almost
manufacturers
11
stopped
months
putting it on the
sober
gauge
now,
at all. Some
and
companies have made it so that the side
I
of the
haven't
nozzles
had
on
not
the gas icon
one
is the
slip
side
in
you're
my
focusing on.
recovery,
Number
and
6.
Conversely,
I am a
ever since
recovery
the popular
coach.
Converse
I have
All-Star
this
shoes were
going
first
on. I
created,
have
people have wondered what purpose the two holes near the sole
my
serve.
Facebook group. I have
Most
Nicole's
chalk it up to
Facebook
ventilation.
group that
But if
I
you really think about it,
help
is
her
having two holes
with,
reduce a
and
little bit
I
of
think I'm
sweat
doing all the
or
right
getting soggy
things,
socks every time you step in a puddle? No. But that's because
and I
that's
think
not
I'm
why
ready
the
to
holes
do
are
it.
there.
You
As
know,
may
and
well
yeah,
know,
it's going to be
Converse
hard.
were originally
I
designed
mean,
as basketball shoes,
I
and the
haven't been
holes
her
tied
mother
into this
for
design.
14 and a half years,
These holes
so
look exactly like the
I'm
ones
kind
on
of
top that are
walking
meant
into
for
the
laces.
middle of a
This is
game
because
that
they too are
I'm
meant
half
for laces.
defeated on, but
The shoe was designed to be laced in
kick
several
me all
different
you
ways.
want,
And if you wanted a tighter grip,
you're not
or
going to
one
keep
that
me
ensured you
down.
wouldn't trip on your laces while
Candy
driving
is
in the
coming
rain,
back, and
you
she's
could
coming
use these
back
two extra holes.
fighting.
Number 5.
And fighting
Middle
for the
bottom
best
top.
interest of my
This one
daughter.
seems like
I
a
don't care
no-brainer,
what
but there are
anybody
many
says
people
about
out
me,
there
I
who would be
really
shocked
don't.
to know the dual-purpose
I'm pretty
modern-day
thick-skinned.
logo on the top. You may
You know,
have
it
noticed
might
the
hurt my
biggest
feelings
options,
for a
and
minute,
why there seem to be screw
but
holes in the
I'm
part
gonna
that
get
goes
over
around
it.
the
I'm
bottom.
gonna see the
Well,
situation
this is
for what it
because
was, and I'm
Yes,
gonna
if you
move
flip
on
the
from
top
it.
over, you can use it as an easy access top. This is for those who don't have children, the elderly, or those who just have trouble opening the normal child-proof cap and need to be able to access the
Yeah,
medication
that
in an easier way.
I absolutely despise CPS because I don't feel that they do all they can for family reunification either. I mean,
Is it just to guide your writing?
in
Is
some
it an area for
cases,
you or your teacher to make notes?
mine specifically, and not just with
The margin was originally created in order to help preserve
my daughter,
copies
but with
writings.
my other 3 children, I
Active
don't
architecture wasn't as
feel
pest
that
preventative
they
as it is
even
now. Many homes and buildings were
tried
infested with rats and mice.
reunification.
These rodents
So,
love to chew on anything and everything. And if you lived back then, your precious book of poetry would have been no different. In order to prevent rats from chewing up valuable parts of a manuscript, notebook and journal manufacturers started adding a margin that could be nibbled at without the fear of losing words to a mouse's gullet. It was also helpful
So,
in limiting damage.
what's
from
everybody
wear and
else
tear,
been up
so the
to?
practice became standard.
what have you been doing, Big Easy?
Ketchup cup. If you've ever used one of those paper cups meant for ketchup from a fast food joint, you may have thought, why are these things so flimsy? And why are they so small? Do they really expect this to be all the ketchup I need? But these cups were designed with a brilliant intention that not many people know about. You may
I'm
have
gonna
noticed the
stay
holes
on for a
beside the
few
cup
more minutes,
and
and
wondered why
then
they were there. Well, this is because
I'm gonna
when you
go
fill these
get
flaps, the cup turns into
in
a
the
much
shower
larger saucer,
and
which can
get
be filled
my
with
daughter
more
ready
ketchup.
to
It's much easier to dip your French fries
call
into.
it a night,
This isn't the only common food container that has a
because
semi-secret
we
double
did not
use.
get much sleep
You
last
probably
night,
noticed how
but
Chinese food containers are made up of several
that's
flaps
neither
folded
here nor
together.
there.
This is because these containers,
That's just
just like the ketchup cup,
an
are
ongoing
meant to be
situation
unfolded.
that needs to be
When
dealt
all the
with.
flaps are unfolded and unconnected, the container turns
So.
into a handy plate for picnicking. No wonder Chinese restaurants always look at us funny when we ask for paper plates.
Are you still fighting with CPS, Sandra?
Pom pom. Many people think the pom
Oh,
pom
I'm
with
so
top of
tired
knitted
tonight.
caps is a cute little accessory, while others may think it frivolous and ugly. But this little fluffy ball actually has a complex history. Knitted caps were believed to be first created by the Vikings to keep their burly ears warm during the icy Scandinavian winter. These hats were made by taking triangles of knitted wool and fastening them at the top in order to cover up the seams at the top and prevent loose ends. The top was covered up by a pom-pom. Some later versions may have replaced the pom-pom with a button, which, resembling a bean, may have given rise
Thank
to
you,
the term
Cindy. I
beanie.
appreciate that. You know, I've
English sailors would find
been
pom-pom
giving
quite
the
useful
situation
when
over to
using
God
head
too, and I
for
just
dress,
keep
as
saying,
the
you
pom-pom
know,
feels like an extension of the person's head. So they
whatever
subconsciously
happens
duck a little lower
is
than they normally
whatever
would.
happens,
Pom-poms of the most
and
lethal period in history would be used by Napoleon's army
I
on top
have
of their
no
helmets.
doubt
Different colors and varying pom-pom
that there will be a
plumage
favorable
used to signify
outcome,
different regiments, factions, and
and
ranks of the
that
French
what
military.
needs to be done
Number
for my
Any
daughter
guesses?
is
If you
what's
are a man,
going
you
to be
might only
done
know
for
of
my
this one from
daughter.
doing laundry. Whereas women
You
might know
know,
of this small pocket in their underwear, but might not know its purpose or even what it's called. This little pocket in front of ladies' underwear is called a gusset, and it is added
her
for
health
purposes
and
of hygiene.
well-being
The
means
pocket version of the gusset is
the
usually only
most
found
to
in less
me.
expensive women's underwear, and is a result of companies
You
saving
know,
money.
my
They
needs
save
can
the time
take
it
a
would
back
to stitch
burner
clothing.
for now, as
In
long
many
as
more expensive underwear brands, the gusset
she
is
has
stitched
what
to
she
tie around.
needs.
Many women have
I'll
found the
be
pocket
okay.
version quite useful though, not just for added protection, as it was designed, but for holding hygiene products into place. What is something that you use in a clever way that is different than what it was intended for?
You know, all I have to say is thank God for our local United Way. They got a backpack together for her. You know, she has a couple of pencils, a little bit of paper.
We all have our bad habits.
You
Some
know,
of these are unique to us, and some
and
of these are
I'll
collective.
figure out the rest.
We're probably aware of, but the collective ones, the ones everyone does, might be harder
You
to
know,
notice.
somehow I will
You have less to
figure
blame
out the
on.
rest.
Here are just a few things that most of us have been consistently doing wrong forever.
I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I will figure it out.
Charging your phone. There are
You
quite
know,
a few
like I
phone
said,
charging
I
devices
hate
around.
I
One
hate
of
to
these
hate
is
to
that
hate to put my PayPal information up here.
Charging. The thing is, charging a lithium battery for an extended period of time actually wears it out. According to Battery University, which is itself run by a private company called Cadence, smartphones are subject to stress in a similar way that smartphone owners
But
are. Additionally, once your phone
I
is
did type in my
100%
PayPal on
charged,
here, and if any of you want to be generous enough to
its trickle charges,
help me get a webcam or even
this keeps the battery in a high
donate
stress
money so I can finish getting my daughter her stuff for school, I would greatly appreciate it.
recommends that you should charge your phone when it loses 10% of battery life and stop charging it just before it reaches 100%, so it is not affected by the pesky trickle charges. Another thing you probably haven't realized is that you should also take off your phone's case on certain models when charging.
I just can't believe that my mother is that petty that
And wear out your battery
she won't bring over even $20 to help my daughter get stuff for school. It just, it thoroughly baffles me, guys. It just thoroughly baffles me.
Cut from the middle or fine. You will get a perfectly good piece of cake cutting it that way. However, it does leave the center of it exposed, and that means that the cake will start to dry.
You know, I don't know why I expect her to be any different with her granddaughter than she ever was with me, but
Once you've had your fill of the confection,
or my little sister or my big brother for that matter. She didn't raise any of us.
slightly smaller
And
stay fresh for much longer. This method has
you know, someday I'm gonna
and was first noted in 1906
let the
on
camera roll so you guys can all see what I'm talking about.
Nature.
You can see her level of anger, and
For years, American driving instructors have been telling their students to keep their hands at the 10 and 2 o'clock positions on their steering wheels when driving. This was recommended in the past to compensate for cars without understeering. This was a great tip back in the crazy days of the 1990s. Now, though, as people have started to take car safety
and I realize it takes time, and unfortunately, time is working against me. I've got 3.5 days at this point before she starts school, and doesn't even have the basic necessities, you know. She needs to get deodorant, she needs to get paper, she needs to get pens, pencils, you know, stuff like that. And her grandmother, who is in control of her check, won't even bring over $20 stinking to help her do it. And she said this morning, because my daughter said, I'm tired of being broke and not being able to get the stuff I need. And my mother's response was, well, are you tired of being broke, or is your mother tired of not having any of your money? I've never, not once, asked my daughter for not one red cent. Not one. In fact, very much the opposite. When my boyfriend was forced to sell the house, you know, he was giving me some money from what he made on that after everything was said and done and paid off, and I was providing for my daughter with what little bit I had. But I have never asked her to spend her money on me. So, my mother coming out of left field like that just infuriates me. I don't even have any words to express how infuriated I am by that. It took everything in my whole being to not send her a text message and ask her who the fuck she thought she was. And I'm sorry, I don't normally swear on my channel, but that's where I was at this morning. I was that angry. I was ready to ask her that question. What kind of delusion she thinks she's in. You know, but what do I expect from a family of gaslighters, honestly? But I thank you for giving me your time, guys. I'm going to go jump in the shower. I'm waiting to get Nicole's notification that she's doing her thing with her sister. I have a daughter to get ready to go to bed, get her nighttime meds, and then I'm going to conk out. Alright? I love you all. Thank you for giving me your time. My PayPal is in the chat box. I will figure out how to put it in the description. I love you all. Stay safe. Stay clean and sober. Love each other and yourselves. And I will see everybody over at